something I call boss up, something I call be a boss across all areas of your life. Let me say that again. Be a boss across all areas of your life. That rhymes, dude. I know it rhymes. I made sure of that in advance just so you know, because I wanted to have that extra flavor, extra swagger. Okay? Be a boss across all areas of your life. Not just one, dude, not just making money. Okay? Not just making money. I wouldn't trade places with Warren Buffett or Bill Gates. Number one, because you can't get time back. That's the one thing money can't buy. Number two, man, I don't want to walk around looking like Bill Gates with that $7 haircut. Even though I'm rich, dude, like take a little bit care of yourself, man. Try like put some swag into it, put some handsomeness into it, dude. Like people see you, you know? That's what everyone judges you how you look. Okay? Awesome that you have that kind of money and that kind of success, but like just a little bit boss up in the other areas. If not, boss up all the way. To me, it's like why just like max out one area when it's dude, the fashion thing's so quick and so easy to get together. The gym thing, you can do that so quickly. The haircut, man, look at this. Like that's 30 seconds, dude. All right? You don't have the hair down like this, man, or the comb over, or those huge glasses when you can get laser surgery, man. Boss up across all areas. All right? So, like, it wasn't always like this. I grew up with a single mom on a nurse's salary. Okay, she used to yell at me when I rip a hole in my sweatpants because I was always sliding on the ground because she had to sew them up because we didn't have money to buy, all kinds of pairs of sweatpants, dude. I had my shoes on layaway plans at some point. Some of you guys might not even know what that is. Those Air Hirachis that I wanted back in the early 90s, man. We had stuff on layaway. We had a rotary telephone. We had a ground floor apartment that got broken into. Okay. I was embarrassed to bring people back because I lived just on the outside of a rich neighborhood and I went to junior school around rich kids. Okay. And we were far from being rich. We had a beat up car that I was embarrassed of. Okay. Love my mom. Love you, mom. I hope you're not watching this video because I know it makes my mom upset when I talk about these things, but I'm sorry. I got to talk about my real life, man. I got to talk about this. Love my mom. Sacrificed a ton for me. Always made sure there was food on my plate. Always had financial discipline. Always gave to me first. I can't complain about any of that, but it was the circumstances that we were in, guys. This is a lot of why I tell you guys to get money, man, because I grew up without it. And, the world's just unfair, dude. And single parents making 35 grand or 40 grand is hard, dude. Okay. And I knew from a young age that I wanted to be wealthy. I knew that. I mean, from at least 10, I remember I'd see like a red sports car and a guy in a suit, and I was like, I want that to be me. I want to boss up when I get older. And that planted the seeds. So, by the time I was in my early 20s, talked my way into this day trading job. And by talking, I mean, they basically hired any guys. They literally told us in the interview, you guys are shit. We're going to throw shit up against the wall and see what sticks. Okay. It was just a massive hiring. Okay. This was legal. All right. They just trained young guys and they had a bunch of money from brokerages so they could give you a certain amount of money, and they held it in check by you had a shutdown, right? They would shut you down if you lost a certain amount of money. And at one point I had $3 million in buying power by 22. At one point I took home 100 grand US. Okay. This was like 13 years ago, which in Canadian dollars was probably like 150, dude. Crazy amounts of money. But that dried up and I knew I had to be in business. I knew I had to put that into business, but I couldn't find the vehicle and I gave up, man. Biggest mistake in my life. At one point I was doing something with my buddy. We were trying to do there was drop shipping back then, man. I think I must have been about 24, 25, whenever that Tim Ferriss book came out. And I was trying to do that. But you need to code, dude. Okay? I was trying to learn C++. I can't program a microwave. Math's not my game, dude. Okay? Cannot do math. And I gave up, right? My buddy was negative, and he sort of talked me out of it. And then I went into online poker, and I let my godfather talk me out of that because I was afraid there was going to be bots and stuff. And that kills me to hear because, I mean, if I had just pushed through and built an online business back then and just paid someone to do the code, I don't even want to think about it. I could have done online poker. Okay, a friend of mine, has made millions on poker. I've got a client of mine who's doing 40 grand a month, and that's now. And he was telling me, dude, if I was in there 12 years ago, it would have been ridiculous. Okay, and this was something where I had the skill as a trader, so that could have carried over. All right, but I'm not telling you guys to play online poker right now. Okay, and at some point I'll have my buddy on to show you why, because he's basically a math genius and has all kinds of super advanced statistics on it that it's just for the average guy. Don't recommend. But I wasn't able to capitalize on that and throw it into a business. Okay, so I had to go back into the workforce after my money ran out and lie my way into a financial sales job based on my trading experience. Okay, and a resume where I had my friends answering the phones. Dude, there wasn't a fucking job that I had a legit like an honest resume for, because I'm in survival mode. I'm like, there's no other way for me to make more than 75 grand a year than get into sales. I'm a college dropout. My trading skills are non-transferable. I was too dumb to take those trading skills over to a big four Canadian bank when they were hiring guys who'd worked for us, because I'm like, I don't want a corporate job making only 75 grand or only 6 figures a year, right? Because I was still riding high on my 100 grand payday a month, right? Little did I know, 4 years from then I'd be working sales jobs, which I fucking hated. Okay, salesman was the last thing I ever wanted to be, man. Still hate it, dude. Still hate. It's just even thinking about it, I loathe sales, dude. I loathe being a corporate sales. I like selling guys now with this, dude, but like in corporate sales, I hated that. All right, but I didn't boss up. I bossed up to quit my job and get into trading, but I didn't boss up enough after that. Okay. I got caught slipping, dude, and that cost me a decade, man. I got caught slipping. All right. So it wasn't always like this. Now things are, God willing, things are good. Things have been, going well for a while here. God willing, continue to go well. Moved to Thailand about 3 years ago, which is a great decision. Started RLD in 2012, which was a great decision. Put a lot of work into it, which is paid off, and going to be launching more projects, and God willing, going to continue to pay off and have some good luck going my way. Not to say that I'm the best or anything. Plenty more successful people here. I got clients of mine doing 7 figures a year. That's where I want to be going. 7 figures take home. Okay, I got clients of mine that have built like $75 million a year in revenue businesses, man. I'd like to get there too. I got clients of mine who've closed $150 million in debt deals for their business. So a lot of guys doing great. A lot of guys doing great online too. So I got a long way where I want to go, but I just want to talk to you about the message of just bossing up, dude. Like become the king of your reality. That changes it. And be ready to do or die to win across all 4 areas. Okay, health, wealth, relationships, lifestyle. 24/7 do or die, ready to go, because what's the alternative? You're either a boss or you're not, man. And like, if you're not a boss in your reality, in your one life, it's like, what are we here for, dude? What are we here for? Like, what are we here for? Not to try?